Good morning. My name is Katie Bear-Pfaffendorf and I work with the Minnesota Hospital Association. Today we're going to go through how to enter data into the Minnesota Hospital Association data portal for the Performance-Based Incentive Payment Program, or PIPP, for the MAPS Safety Culture Collaborative. First thing you need to do is to bring up a web page, and I want to start by going over the Minnesota Alliance for Patient Safety website, and then we're going to move to the Minnesota Hospital Association data portal website, and we're going to look at how to enter the data into there, and we'll review a report, and then we will be done. So we'll get started by looking at the Minnesota Alliance for Patient Safety website, and that web address is up here. It's mnpatientsafety.org. So if you type that into any browser, it'll bring you to the page. And then we're going to go look at the Culture Roadmap. So if you put your cursor over Culture Roadmap, it'll bring down a drop-down menu. And then you can go down one to how to use the roadmap. You know you'll be over it when the text turns purple. So we'll click on that. And it'll bring us to this really great page on the project. So just a few things about the page. We've got what to do first here at the top, what to do next. We've got some quick links over here on the right that will help us through the different sections. And then down here we have an opportunity to ask questions. So if you have any questions at all, you can click on that link. It'll bring you up an email pop-up so that you can email the representative from MAPS with any questions you have. Also at the bottom of the page, you see that we have some different presentations that may be helpful to you in completing this roadmap. So the other thing I wanted to highlight was this link here. It's in the text, on and off of it, and that will bring you, we'll click on it, it brings you to a PDF that contains the entire roadmap to safety culture. So you can print this off and use it with your teams in order to complete all of the audit questions before you get into the nitty-gritty of going into the data portal. So this is really a great resource. So I'm going to close that window and we'll go to the Minnesota Hospital Association data portal. So I'm going to open a new tab and we're going to go to portal.mnhospitals.org. So enter that and it will bring us to the spot to log in. So you're going to enter your username and password. If you don't have a username and password, please email your contact information to Kim Class at DHS. Her email address is kim.class@state.mn.us. If you have any technical issues while you're logging in that don't relate specifically to username and password, you can email Karen Olson at MHA. And her email address is kolson@mnhospitals.org. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And then I'm going to select here, and where it says login, I'm going to click on that and it'll bring me to the landing page for my MHA applications. So next you need to click here to access the application. So now that we're at our organization page, here at the top is the name of the organization. This is primarily set up for hospitals, but what you will see will look just like this box here, Roadmap Safety Culture, so this area right in here, that is what you are going to look for. So it'll say Roadmap Safety Culture, percentage of best practices achieved, so that's how much of the roadmap you have answered yes to. There'll be a number there. Current quarter submitted, if you've already completed it for the quarter, it'll say yes, and then this will be the login name of whoever last entered data. But so we're going to go and update the roadmap because you can see at 15% I haven't quite completed it yet. So we're going to click on this button that says Complete Update Roadmap. With that, we'll come back and look at some of the reports. Alright, so now we are at the roadmap, right where we're going to enter data. So I want to talk a little bit about how this page is laid out before we get into too much detail. So as you can see here, there are several different tabs for each of the different domains of the roadmap. So there's getting started, leadership, communication, justice, teamwork, learning environment, engagement, and sustainment. So I'm going to go back to getting started. And I want to show you here up at the very top, it says section completion and roadmap completion. So each of these domains that I just listed are the sections, and the different sections together make up the roadmap. So I have already entered all my answers for the getting started section, and so that means I can go to the leadership section. But I can't skip ahead and go to communication, because then I will get this error message. So you have to do all of the different sections in order to complete the entire roadmap. And I know sometimes that's a little bit of a bummer, but that's why it's helpful to have the printed out copy. So here in the leadership section, I will show you how to enter the specific answers. So I've completed this very first section or subsection on set clear expectations for patient safety. So now I'm ready to go to set clear expectations for patient safety for executive administration. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll pop up and bring it to me. And so each of these questions has a yes or no answer. And so you can click on the yes and no, and you'll see as I do this that in between it's taken a second to refresh, and it's a little bit annoying, and I understand that, but it does that so that every time you click on an answer, it saves your answer. So if, say, you only got this far and something came up, you need to go to the bathroom, they're meeting, you can leave this, log out of the page, and your answers will be saved, and so you can come back to them. So we'll just mix it up here a little bit. And then so once you have all the questions answered in the subsection, you can move to the next subsection. And then as you complete the sections, you'll see the progress bar here for the section increase and the progress bar for the roadmap increase. And then once you can finish all the subsections in a section, you can move to the next section. So this is a big roadmap, but it's definitely worth it. So now we will go and talk about the different reports that are available. So in order to get back to this page, you need to click on the Home button. That will be available at the top of the page when you're looking at the roadmap. So you click on Home, and it'll bring you back here to your organization's page. And then we can go we're going to look at the action plan under the report section. So in the roadmap for safety culture, we can click on Action Plan. And this will bring us, it'll take a second, and then we can click the plus here. And this will bring up all of the questions that we have answered no to. And for each one of these, you can hit the plus button, and it'll open up all the different sub-questions that you've answered no to. And then so this can be a really great tool as you start to move forward with working on the roadmap. So once you have some of them answered yes and some answered no, then you can come through here, click on the action plan, expand this all out and print it off, and you can use that in your committees and work groups to work on the issues that you still have yet to work on that you've answered no to. So, and then these will populate as you complete the section. So once you complete the section, then you'll be able to see all the questions you've answered no to. So I hope that this has been helpful. Also, just as a reminder that you need to complete your baseline of the roadmap data by August 31st of 2013. If you have any questions with login information, again, you can email Kim Class. If you have any technical questions about the system, you can contact Karen Olson. Thank you and have a nice day.